Hi, I'm Lούσυ Rù, Sally Ru's aunt. Let's begin our discussion about world work theory. Until now, we've learned about the background of process work, world work and deep democracy, and why it's important to focus on the known, as well as the unknown, or background experiences, in ourselves, relationships and groups. In this section, I want to tell you about the 3 levels of deep democracy. It's a topic very close to my heart. You see, we need to focus on the details of everyday reality, and obviously, make social change there. However, this is only one of the important levels of our fullness or totality as human beings. In order to deepen group process and discover even more sustainable resolutions, and perhaps most importantly, create deeper relationships, we need to focus on all levels of our experience. And this is especially important when a group is ready to process things more deeply, or when issues are very pressing or unresolved. In this way, world work goes further than many political or social processes today. So join me for a few minutes to think about all 3 levels of deep democracy.
So, can you say simply what deep democracy is?
Yes, deep democracy has to do with using our awareness to notice and appreciate the equal importance of all the people, issues, and parts of a given situation, as well as the various levels or dimensions of experience.
Did you say awareness?
Yes, in his book, Sitting in the Fire, Arnie says that there is a price for democracy, that is, using our awareness to notice and bring in all dimensions or levels of our experience.
So, what are the different levels or dimensions?
Yes, I'd like to know that, too.
Okay, let me describe them briefly here, and later my colleagues will go into each in greater detail.
Great.
Yes. Thanks.
I used to be a school teacher, so I'll try to be simple and clear. We'll take a look briefly at the consensus reality level, the dreamland level, and the essence level. Simply said, consensus reality has to do with the real people and issues involved in a given situation. Dreamland refers to the background atmosphere, feelings, and roles not normally noticed in consensus reality. And the essence level refers to the deep, shared field, or common direction behind community life. Now, let's take a closer look at the consensus reality level. It's the level that most groups tend to focus on first.
What's this idea of consensus reality? Reality is reality, right?
Good question. Every group, community, or nation has a consensus reality. That means the view of the world that it defines as real, and that most people consent to as reality. Reality is therefore not a set fact, but rather a consented upon viewpoint by a given group or culture. The consensus reality level of awareness consists of such things as the actual people in a group or situation, the issues involved, the facts of those issues, also the history of the issues or organization, the diversity situation, and rank and power differences. And when there's conflict at this level, things usually feel very static. Now, let's take a look at the dreamland level.
Dreamland? What does that mean? It sounds mysterious to me.
I know, it may sound mysterious, but dreamland is actually very practical. Simply said, dreamland consists of many of the things that are happening in a group that are not noticed. In other words, things people are doing, but that are marginalized by their awareness. But these things are actually right there, to be noticed and felt. First, a group has a particular atmosphere that you can sense or feel. And within that atmosphere, you can find unseen or unexpressed experiences, such as background feelings and issues that haven't yet been expressed, unrecognized body signals, unspoken beliefs, dreams, and shared roles and energies.
Okay. It's not so mysterious. But what's this thing about shared roles and energies?
I thought you might ask that. The idea is that all of the sides and feelings that we identify with in consensus reality are in dreamland, more like roles or energies that all of us share to some degree. Therefore, when we focus on this dreamland level, people can even switch sides or roles when they feel moved to do so. When that happens, the process between the roles becomes more fluid, and new possibilities can arise. Finally, let's take a look at the essence level.
Essence level. Tell me more.
Okay, the essence level refers to the awareness of the deep background atmosphere or field of a group, where there's a sense of the power that moves us. It can be understood as a kind of oneness that includes all of the group's parts and energies. There are moments when a group touches upon this experience of oneness or common ground, and it is a most useful level to connect with as a facilitator. It's hard to describe aspects of the essence level in words, but some useful descriptions include the most subtle feelings, a sense of oneness or common ground, and the process mind. The process mind is Arnie's term for the intelligence organizing fields. It's connected with places on the earth, and the power we feel around these places. And it's also connected with the spaces of the universe. And for the facilitator, a sense of detachment and eldership. So, that's a little about the 3 levels of deep democracy. Actually, as you may have guessed, these levels are not completely separate but can be understood as overlapping and embedded within one another. Okay, now, we'll go on with the film and take a closer look, theoretically, at each of these levels. And, just so you know, during the rest of this film, we'll spend a little less time on the consensus reality level, because it's more known, and much more information about issues and facts can be found elsewhere. In any case, here comes more about each level and then we'll go on to the practice section. I'll turn things over now to my colleague. I'll see you later.